T-minus 15 seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. 32 minutes past the hour. Liftoff on Apollo 11.
Hello everybody, welcome to Elite Wine TV. I am your host, Mark Fusco, here for another episode of the show. And as you can see, we got a new camera and see some more of the background. And yeah, so I'm using the Kodak ZI-8. The flip camera died last week and we used the iPhone for a minute. And while the video quality of the iPhone wasn't horrible, problem is I use the iPhone for notes and I can't really, do all that. So, and it's just, I want something better quality. And if I take it out in the field, I need something I can put on a tripod like this. So that way Vinny Crumbs doesn't have to hold the camera, especially when I record sommelier school today or tomorrow. He's not gonna be able to hold it for 40, 30 minutes, whatever, as you do Portugal. Anyway, so I'm back with the new camera. And so far the quality seems pretty good, but I haven't done much with it. And this will be the first test of the editing and first real test. I tested it and imported into Final Cut Express just fine. For those of you that have Final Cut Express, you can use the ZI-8. It directly imports. The last time I used this, somehow Final Cut didn't like the format, so I had to go to iMovie and then it was kind of a hassle, but I was pretty sure that was all fixed. Anyway, hopefully the audio is pretty good here. Let's go ahead and let's taste some wine. All right, so what we have here is the 2007 Albert Bichot Chablis. Got it for $11.99 at Gabriel's. This, as far as I know, well, definitely as far as the show is concerned, the very first Chablis we've had, true Chablis. Not just some unoaked Chardonnay, which we've had some really good ones, Passaggio wines. Little shout out there. But this is my true, I think it's also just personally the first time I've had an actual wine from the Chablis area of France. So let's talk about Chablis real quick. Chablis is made from 100% Chardonnay. They do not use oak in the aging and the fermentation of the Chardonnay. So it will have a different style than the stereotypical California heavily oak Chardonnays that people are used to, that buttery flavor. So this is kind of where my preference lies, is with the unoaked version. And like I said, I don't think I've ever had a true Chablis. Now, another thing to realize is that you may find these jug wines with the name Chablis on it, but they're not going to be, they're probably not going to be 100% Chardonnay, and they're probably not going to be unoaked or fermented in stainless steel. So, and these are the bulk wines that are sold by some of these California wineries that sell big, bulk wines. So do not confuse the two. All right, let's taste the wine, and we'll talk about the winery for a little bit. All right, so you have more of a citrusy aroma, bouquet to the nose. You have more of a citrusy nose or bouquet off this wine. Then you're not going to get that buttered popcorn type of deal, especially the toasted buttered popcorn that you may get from those types of Chardonnays. It's very clean. You have some citrus notes. This is Chardonnay that I would prefer, and I'm not saying I won't like the typical Chardonnay from California that has its place, and I've had some of it and I've enjoyed it. Specifically, everyone's the big name or the one that the winery that's made a lot, KJ Chardonnay. Everybody seems to have that. Almost every restaurant seems to have that. But it's a different style of Chardonnay. So, like I said, off the nose, citrus notes, clean. So pretty decent. Nothing overwhelming, nothing spectacular. So let's see how it tastes. So you're getting mostly citrusy type of flavors. I think they mentioned lime on their website, which I kind of get that. And that also could have been like they said it, I read it, and then I was looking to see if I find it type of deal. But it seems like there's a little bit of saltiness to it. Like a C type thing, which I wouldn't expect this from this. I mean, definitely would not expect. I don't mean like true saltiness, but you get kind of a C type of thing. So maybe it's a grapefruit type of thing. There was a little bit of that tanginess. That's what I'm looking for, tanginess. So you're getting this the tanginess from citrus. So we're talking like lemons, limes, even grapefruit. You're getting that little bit of tanginess from the wine. It's easy drinking. It's not, there's not a huge amount of acid. It's also not very hot as far as alcohol, and it's only 12.5%, so that's good. And remember, I do drink this at whatever the temperature of the house is, which is probably right about 70 degrees. It's pleasant. But it's not, but you only get it for a very short period of time. As soon as you're done with it, I mean, as soon as you kind of get that taste, it just kind of falls off. So with that, I'd say, I mean, it's not a bad wine. It's not horrible. But I would probably give it an 84 just because you get that little bit of a peak and then it kind of goes, and bam. It's like, really, it like fell off, it like disappeared, like it fell off the cliff, like, you know, the little Price is Right guy, and it went pff, that's what it was like. Anyway, 84, and there's a little bit of, I mean, I kind of taste a little bit of rubber. It's not very pleasant. A little bit of plastic, rubbery type of stuff. So that's about the only aftertaste. 84, yeah, I'll go with that. All right, so real quickly about the winery. The estate's been around since 1350, or the family's been in Burgundy since 1350, but they didn't get into wine until 1831. The chateau that they use is, let's see if there's anything different on here. Okay, so the chateau that they use to ferment and make the wine is Chateau Long de Pacuy. All the Chardonnay grapes are grown within a 15-kilometer radius, or about 15-kilometer radius of the town of Chablis in Burgundy, and they age the wine for 6 to 8 months on lees or surlés or surlis, which that means that's the dead yeast cells, and it imparts some extra character to the wine instead of it just being fermented and just like nothing there. So that's it. We're gonna wrap up. Just we're gonna do the little pitch. Just remember, as always, donate. This was $12. Most of the wine is around this or lower. So you got the donate buttons down here on PayPal. You can subscribe at $5 a month instead of $2 now, and that will automatically stop after 12 months. There's definitely ads on this. I don't think I'm going to take the ads off. I was just a little frustrated with the ads. They apparently do get clicks, but I just haven't earned anything from it, which is no big deal. I'll just leave the ads on there. I think it would look pretty plain if I didn't have anything. I might remove some ads just because they're just kind of like, yeah, really? Anyway, so tell your friends about it. Friend me up on Facebook, Twitter, iTunes. If you're not watching this on the website, if you're watching this like on Daily Motion or on blip.tv or AOL Video or Yahoo Video, or should I keep running this, or the Roku box, any of these things, go to the website. You can click on the links. You can friend me up on all the sites everywhere I'm at. I've got all the things. I've got my little badge now for Facebook for the wine side. Figured I might as well just throw it on there. And iTunes. Like, we actually had a little spike in iTunes subscriptions. I have a total of, besides me, 7 people. That's because I don't push it. Hey, I only had 3 people until a few days ago. So 200% increase. Almost 300% increase in iTunes subscriptions. So subscribe on iTunes. It's real convenient. You can watch it on your iPhone. It's awesome. That's going to do it. We'll see everybody again on Wednesday with another wine.